So I got this comment yesterday on TikTok under a video that I posted. It's for a music video for a song I released called Still Bleeding, which is basically a song that's in support of all moms and women who have dealt with postpartum depression, postpartum sadness, postpartum rage. I'm just trying to be, an ally and an advocate for women and talk about things that should be talked about, like postpartum depression. They say that like 1 in 7 women experience it. It's probably even more than that. Some say it's like 1 in 5. Very common, but also very taboo, something that we don't talk about very much. And then this person claiming to be a woman, I can't imagine a real woman said this, who also claims to have given birth twice, says, I don't believe in this postpartum BS. And then she goes on to say, you wanted kids, why complain? It's an excuse. And it took me a second to really wrap my brain around like the ignorance involved in making this kind of comment, because the video on TikTok has almost 1 million views, over 1,000 comments, and I've gone through them all. And for the most part, this was the one comment that was negative. It's mostly women sharing their experiences. A lot of women saying, a couple years later, I'm still feeling postpartum depression. It was the worst time. I couldn't even hold my baby. I was suicidal. A lot of really like sad comments made from women saying, I was afraid to even tell my doctor I was feeling sad, or I was feeling depressed, or I was feeling suicidal, because I was afraid they were going to take my baby away from me. All these women being super, super vulnerable. And then you get this one person that comes in and basically says, you're lying. You guys are all lying. You're over exaggerating. You're not strong. You're weak. Battle through it. That's like telling somebody who's having an anxiety attack to just like, take a deep breath, you'll be fine. Like they know they're fine. But it doesn't change the fact that they still feel like they can't breathe. They still feel like their heart's beating out of their chest. They still feel like they're gonna die or something bad's gonna happen to them. How can you, as a woman, tell other women, buck up? Pick yourself up by your bootstraps. You're fine. It's not real. I don't believe in it. That's like saying, I've never had cancer, so it's not real. I've never seen a shark, so they don't exist. Like, look past your own nose, lady. Like, this is the definition of a pick-me girl, right? Like, I'm a cool girl. I'm not like the other girls. I didn't suffer from postpartum depression. I didn't get sad. I just powered through. I'm tough. I'm brave. I'm strong. Good for you. Honestly, I'm really, really happy that this woman did not experience postpartum depression with either one of her kids. But my wife did. My wife is going through it right now. I see it every day. I see the sadness in her eyes. I see her not wanting to take an antidepressant. But her doctor's saying that might be the best thing for you right now. I see her fighting with, I should be happy. Why am I not happy? Like, what's wrong with me? And there's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with any woman that's going through postpartum depression. This is very, very common. It is literally science. It's hormones, it's imbalances, it's all of these things. It's not just this like psychological issue that women are dealing with. It literally is an imbalance in your body that you most likely cannot deal with on your own. You need help. You need therapy. You need medication to get your body and your mind back to where it was before you were pregnant. Giving birth is a massive, massive undertaking for women. And you would expect men not to understand that, but for another woman to make a comment like this just really blows my mind. And it makes me sad to think like people like this truly still exist. And I would like to think that this person's got to be older, right? This person's got to be like 60 and just one of those people where it's like, if it didn't happen to me, Is it actually real? Is it a real thing? You know, I've never gotten food stamps or been on, been below the poverty line. So anybody that is they're just milking it. You know, I've never had to accept any kind of government assistance, and anybody that does is a freeloader. It's a massive, massive generalization that just is totally unnecessary. And like also like to comment on such like a beautiful post where people are really being vulnerable and sharing and saying, "Oh, thank you for supporting us, and it feels so good to be seen and heard," and to come in there and just want to like rain on the parade and like pee in somebody's Cheerios. I don't know. Some people get off on that. Some people just like being mean and like being controversial and like stirring the pot. But I can assure you that postpartum depression is very real. It is not BS. It is not an excuse. It is not something you can just power through. So if you are going through postpartum depression, you've had postpartum depression, I see you, I hear you, I know it's real. Don't listen to stuff like this. This person is obviously very ignorant and probably is dealing with their own things. So Dad Got Bars got your back. Ellington's got your back. We love you. We'll see you at the next one.